Hey there, this is Larry Beacham, and today I want to just briefly talk about the 4 demons that block most people from having financial success. You know, I lived most of my life struggling financially. I grew up struggling, all the people around me grew up struggling, so all we knew is struggle. And it became very difficult to understand the source of the struggle when you work so hard every single day of your life. And so today I wanted to shed some light on 4 things that I identified that were causing me financial difficulty, and once I was able to become aware of these things, it helped me to start to overcome them and ultimately reach a much better financial place. But let me just start by saying this. If a person is born blind, it takes someone with sight to show them their blindness. They don't know they're blind. That's all they've ever seen. That's all they've ever known. So it does take someone with sight in order to identify the blindness. So that's what had to happen for me. First of all, I had to have someone enter my life to tell me that I was financially blind, that the areas that I struggle in that I didn't understand why were just a matter of blindness. So let me share with you the 4 areas of blindness that most people face financially. And if you identify with any one or all of these things, then you're in a good place, because you're at an opportunity, or you have an opportunity to overcome those blind spots. So blind spot number 1 is impulse buying. You know, look, you walk into a store, you're going for one thing, you see something you like, your mouth starts watering, your mind starts racing, next thing you know, you're buying it. So this is one of the biggest challenges with financial woes that most people face, is that they just don't have the discipline to resist the temptation of an impulse buy. And you get nickeled and dimed out of your money, and your prosperity and wealth goes to somebody else. So if you can come to grips with the fact that impulse buying grips you, takes control of your life, then you'll have an opportunity to start to chip away at its effects on your life. So that's the first thing, is impulse buying. So ask yourself, am I an impulse buyer? And if so, today's the day to start working on stop doing that. The next thing is poor preparation. You know, the Bible in Proverbs uses the ant as an example of what it means to be smart and prepare. The ant acts like it's winter all summer long, which means it acts like there's a lack and prepares for that lack when it does come, because it's going to come. But the average American doesn't have any savings, they have no preparation, and so when things happen to them, they get caught off guard. And so if you're not preparing yourself for the inevitable, you're going to get caught. So you have to start disciplining yourself to set something aside to prepare for the inevitable happenings of a bad financial situation, whether it's a flat tire or your water heater blows up. So the question is, are you preparing yourself for the eventual financial challenge that's going to come? If not, that's a blind spot, and you got to overcome that. The third one is greed. This is huge, because most people are operating in greed and don't even realize it. You want more of the same thing and more of the same thing and more of the same thing, and then once you get all you can get, you still want some more of that. And greed will bleed you faster than impulse buying, to be honest with you, because it's an insatiable beast that just cannot be satisfied. But if greed is dominating your life, you got to work towards overcoming greed. Are you greedy? Do you find yourself getting way more than you should have and still want more? If so, you got to work on that. And then number 4, which is sort of the least obvious, I think, for most people, is just a general hatred of wealth. And you might think to yourself, how could I hate wealth when I'm always trying to get it? Well, deep down inside, you may have grown up with the belief that having wealth meant that you were immoral, a bad person, that rich people steal from, people, and that's how they get there. Religious beliefs, there's a lot of different things that could impact why you believe what you believe about wealth. But if your subconscious mind is in disagreement with your conscious mind, your subconscious is always going to win. So there may be some internal work that you need to do to fix the broken thought process on what it means to get wealth, so you can stop hating getting wealth. So all 4 of these things all 4 of these things require a lot of internal work. So I would say, number 1, get a mentor. Find someone that is where you want to be, and ask them to help you overcome one or all of these challenges. Secondly, start reading. Start understanding the mindset change that you need to make happens on the pages of many books that exist today, and you just simply need to create a discipline and start educating yourself on how to get to that next level. So I hope this has been helpful for you. I'd love for you to like and comment on this video. if you do like it, and certainly share it with others. I'd also like to encourage you to go to my website, larrybeacham.com, and download my free MP3, which is called 30 Things That Top Producers All Have in Common. So if you have a desire to be a top producer in any aspect of your life, you'll need to have all 30 of these principles working in your life. So thanks for listening. We'll see you on the next video. God bless.